welcome to San Luis Obispo Zen Circle's first Shuso Hossen ceremony for our head trainee, Jeffrey Kanjō O'Quest. This ritual is marking the completion of his period as head trainee for our local Zen group. And this is an opportunity for Kanjō to present a case koan to the community of the Sangha. Also, it's an opportunity for us to test his understanding as a student. The ritual begins with both Kanjō and the next head trainee receiving traditional ceremonial fans outdoors. Then they'll be heralded by procession into this space.
Attention! Kyozan had a dream in which he went to Maitreya's place and sat in the second seat. Venerable One said, "Today, it is time for the one in the second seat to speak." At that, Kyozan stood up, struck the sounding post, and said, "The Dharma of the Mahayana is beyond all words. I respectfully declare." Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Very grateful to have all of you here. Grateful for all of this. How amazing for our little Sangha. Truly. We're all amazing. So, the case that I chose to present today is case 90, the Book of Equanimity. Kyozan speaks out. So let's begin with Kyozan. Kyozan was a 9th century Chinese Zen master, and he appears in a number of different koans in the different collections. But in this particular koan, in this case, he's not a master yet, he's still a student. He's a student of Master Heron. So Kyozan has a dream in which he visits Maitreya Buddha. Maitreya Buddha is the future Buddha, the Buddha of the future who sits waiting for the time many, many eons in the future when the Buddha's teaching has faded away. This is the teaching of the Buddha that we know, Shakyamuni Buddha. And when that happens, Maitreya Buddha will appear. So Kyozan in this dream arrives in Maitreya's Dharma hall in front of a great assembly of venerable monks. And he's shown to the second seat, the seat right next to the Buddha Maitreya. I don't know if he was expecting this, but either way, what a great honor. What an auspicious place to be seated. So he takes his seat, and like any good story, there's a twist. The announcement comes, "Today it is time for the one in the second seat to speak." So, how would we feel in Kyozan's shoes? How would you feel? The verse that goes with this case, the beginning of it, actually gives us some idea. In a dream, wearing robes and meeting the elders, a forest of saints stretches away to his right. Sounds a little intimidating to me. The next part. To be appointed and not give way. Give way. To be appointed and not chicken out. Strike the sounding post and speak the Dharma without fear. Almost sounds like a pep talk, which I can appreciate. So here we have Kyozan asked to speak, to stand up and demonstrate his understanding. You know, when I was looking at various koans, and when I eventually settled on this one as the koan that I wanted to take up, it didn't occur to me that there might be some similarities in Kyozan's situation to my own today here in front of you all. But it's become pretty clear. I don't know if that was part of why I selected this koan. Could be. Didn't seem like it at the time. Nevertheless, back to the case. So, Kyozan is on the spot. I have brought a prop to make a point. He's asked to stand up and speak. So it says, at that he stood up and struck the sounding post and said, the Dharma of the Mahayana is beyond all words. And that's it, he sat down. Did he give a Dharma talk? Did he say anything? Did he demonstrate his understanding? Or did he perhaps take the easy way out? Many of us are familiar with the words of Bodhidharma, the meaning of Zen. A transmission outside the scriptures not relying on words and letters. So, was Kyozan just repeating what he'd heard, what he'd been told? That would just be more words and letters. So, did he say something or not? We're told that when his teacher, Master Isan, heard about his dream, and heard what Kyozan had said, approved his talk wholeheartedly. So, the master saw something. What did he see? How do we see? How do we understand? In a different translation of the same koan, we get a slightly different version of Kyozan's talk. In that version, he says, the Dharma of the Mahayana is beyond the four propositions and transcends the 100 negations. Now, the four propositions and the 100 negations are an ancient logic formulation from Indian philosophy. And Buddhism is promulgated by the philosopher Nagarjuna, or Nagarjuna, depending. The four propositions are essentially things exist, things do not exist, things both exist and do not exist, and things neither exist nor do not exist. That about covers all the bases, I think. In the 100 negations, there are lots of different formulations of how they mathematically arrive at 100. But essentially, they are all the ways that those four propositions can be negated. So what Kyozan is saying is it has nothing to do with this sort of thinking, this approach to getting it, or figuring it out. But simply rejecting words and letters is not enough. Just another form of negation. He just threw all that out. So, what's left? Where does that leave us? Let's go back to Bodhidharma's words on the meaning of Zen for a moment. And let me add the second half. So the full statement is, Zen is a transmission outside the scriptures, not relying on words and phrases, direct pointing to the human mind and seeing our true nature. What does this mean? What is direct pointing? What is seeing our nature, and what does it have to do with Kyozan and his talk? What Bodhidharma's statement is pointing us to is none other than our own direct, natural experience. Our own mind, which is the only place that we can see our true nature. This is not something that anyone can tell us about, explain, or do for us. Something we have to do for ourselves. But they can point. They can point us in the right direction. This is what Kyosan demonstrated. This is the pointing that Kyosan gave us in his talk, even before any words came out of his mouth. He stood up and he struck the sounding post. If we don't pay attention, we might miss his talk. Just this. Thank you. Now, there's a verse about this case. I have asked Kaiku to chant it.
In a dream wearing robes and meeting the elders, a forest of saints stretches away to his right to be appointed and not give way. Strike the sounding post, speak the Dharma without fear. A roaring lion, a heart peaceful as the ocean, a liver capacious as a peck or a bushel. From a mermaid's eye tears flow, a clam's guts make a pearl. Sleep talking, who knows my activity leaks away. Those with splendid eyebrows should laugh at family skeletons so presented, separate from the propositions, transcending the 100 negations. Master Basso and his disciples stopped using medicine for illness. In a dream wearing robes and meeting the elders, a forest of saints stretches away to his right to be appointed and not give way. Strike the sounding post, speak the Dharma without fear. A roaring lion, a heart peaceful as the ocean, a liver capacious as a peck or a bushel. From a mermaid's eye tears flow, a clam's guts make a pearl. Sleep talking, who knows my activity leaks away. Those with splendid eyebrows should laugh at the family skeleton so presented, separate from the propositions, transcending the 100 negations. Master Basso and his disciples stopped using medicine for illness. In a dream wearing robes and meeting the elders, the inexhaustible rise roar.
This is a 3-foot-long black snake. A long time ago, it had become a Kanpura flower on Mount Gudakutra. And at Mount Shorin, it had become a plum blossom. Sometimes it transforms into a dragon and swallows heaven and earth. Sometimes it transforms into a diamond sword with the freedom to kill and give life. Right now, in accord with the order of my teacher, it lies in my hands. I feel like a mosquito trying to bite an iron bull. However, having been assigned as head trainee, I must fulfill my duties. Now, you dragons and elephants in this Dharma hall, confront me in Dharma combat. Kaiku, you go first.
Attention, head trainee! A year ago, Sensei Shogun assigned you to be the first head trainee for the Sangha. You have struck the sounding post. You have demonstrated what you have learned. What will you do with your teaching, this teaching?
Just keep going.
And where will you go?
Wherever my feet take me.
Thank you for your answer.
May your life go well.
Attention, Shuso. How does one tell the difference between wake and sleep?
Why does one need to?
I'm the one asking questions here.
There is no need.
Thank you for
Simply
your
proceed. May your life go well.
Who's next on?
John. John.
Attention, head trainee. What is your understanding of a liver capacious as a peck or a bushel?
Ah. Liver capacious as a peck or a bushel. The liver is capacious as a peck or a bushel. A peck and a bushel being a lot, and the liver being the repository of your courage. So stand up, speak the Dharma without fear, as if you had a liver as capacious as a peck or a bushel. Whether you do or you don't, doesn't matter. What matters is that you stand up.
Thank you for your answer.
May your life go well.
Head trainee. Mumon said, if you open your mouth, you miss it. If you close your mouth, you miss it too. If you neither open your mouth nor close your mouth, it is 100,000 miles away. Yet the Dharma is intimate. How will you bring it close?
Ooh.
Thank you for your answer.
May your life go well.
Attention, head trainee.
The Dharma of the Mahayana is beyond all words, fair enough. But how can I practice and train without words?
You're already practicing without words. Leave the words aside and carry on.
Thank you for your answer.
May your life go well.
Attention, head trainee. A Dharma beyond words.
Louder.
A Dharma beyond words. An experience beyond words. Describe your experience as head trainee without words or without a sounding post. Sounds like a tough year. Thank you for your answer.
May your life go well.
Joe.
Attention head trainee.
Loud.
Attention head trainee. Which is harder to bite, an iron bowl or an iron bowl?
As long as it doesn't bite back.
Thank you for your answer.
May your life go well.
Mayo.
Attention head trainee. Thank you for your Dharma talk. Have you said anything or not?
Who, me?
Are my eyebrows splendid?
Come closer to the camera.
Can you see?
The most splendid.
Lovely. Thank you for your answer.
May your life go well.
Dojin.
Attention, head trainee. How might you find this koan coming up for you in normal daily activities?
Constantly. How to speak without speaking, how to demonstrate without demonstrating, how to go forward without going anywhere at all. Every day, like that.
Thank you for your answer.
May your life go well.
Etsugen.
Attention, head trainee Kanjō. When Kyōzan says the Dharma of the Mahayana is beyond all words, is he not using words? Is he not depending on words? Why does he need to explain the Dharma with words?
If we look closely, he's not using any words at all. And yet he is, and so am I. Both together are the answer.
Thank you for your answer.
May your life go well.
Butsugen.
Attention, head trainee. If to be sober is to be a stumbling drunk, and if to be a stumbling drunk is then, should the middle way to be slightly buzzed or sleep waking the way?
Slightly drunk or slightly buzzed. Simply be as drunk as you are.
Okay.
We'll get to it, Etsugen.
One more question then. In this past year of you being somewhat of a mollusk, what pearls have you made?
If only the grit that got inside my shell made pearls. Sadly, not many.
Thank you for your answer.
May your life go well.
Mark.
Attention, head trainee. Legend has it that after strenuous periods of zazen, you would, of a Thursday evening, find yourself at the beach, fog wrapped, a glass of fine whiskey in your hand. But indeed, never stumbling drunk. Had you already begun? Even years before you had began practicing this koan?
I think this koan has been with me a long time. Even then, in those days, in the fog-wrapped beach, and before, all the way back to before. So yes, I think so.
Thank you for your answer.
May your life go well.
Head trainee Kaizen.
Attention, head trainee. Maybe on some days, being head trainee felt like a dream that you couldn't wake up from. Within this ongoing dream, I'm trying to tell, I'm looking closely at the camera, but maybe it's not high def enough, but I can't tell. Can you tell me, is your heart as calm as an ocean?
Surrounded by all of you, embraced by the Sangha, yes, it is.
And how do you calm the massive waves within a large storm? Thank you for your answer.
May your life go well.
So anyone who is on Zoom who would like to ask a question, you are invited to do so now. Please use the raise hand function. If you know where to find it, it's under the reactions button. If you're on a computer, it's under the 3 dots. If you're on a phone or tablet, you are all invited. Kanjō is still in one piece, so he is available for questions. Please use your raise hand function and I will call on you in order. Going once?
Or anybody in the hall.
Or anyone in this, yes. Soji. You can unmute yourself. There you go.
Attention, head trainee. Is there anything new in you after this year of training?
Anything new? Oh, almost everything. Every time I look, something new.
Thank you for your answer.
May your life go well.
Anyone in the Zendo would like to ask a question, you're welcome to do so. Just stand up and start speaking.
Attention. In Zen, if one kills their father and mother, they will answer to the Buddha. And if one kills the Buddha and the ancestors, to whom shall they answer to?
Make sure I understood. If one kills their parents, they answer to the Buddhas and ancestors. If one kills the Buddhas and ancestors, to whom do they answer? To the Buddhas and ancestors.
Thank you for your answer.
May your life go well.
Attention, head trainee. All right. So in the verse, it talks about Kyozan sleep talking and that he's leaking. Why does he say anything after hitting the post?
Sometimes you have to leak in public.
So here you are in the second seat. Maitreya has commanded you to speak. How would you demonstrate it? We know what Kyozan would do. How about you, head trainee? Is that it?
It gets me by from day to day.
Thank you for your answer.
May your life go well.
Everyone, please say, thank you for your answer.
Thank you for your answer.
May your life go well. Being immature and insufficient in training, I truly was not expecting to be assigned as head trainee. I feel as if a crime has been committed that fills the heavens, and there isn't a place on earth for me to hide. I hope there is enough water in the Pacific to wash out my words from your ears. Water flows and returns to the sea.
North side, please return head trainee's bell. South side, please return head trainee's bell.
poems?
I don't know the order.
Oh, Rinkai? Rinkai, then Ryujin.
Kanjō, day to day, welcoming so many mornings together with others, your presence serving to bind the Sangha seemingly without effort. Doing what needs to be done, stepping up. If not you, then whom? If not now, when? Cultivating the mundane, the nuts and bolts that no one cares to touch but you. You came forward as everyday walking, as if out for a stroll, dealing with the dragons of non-profit laws and procedures, one by one knocking them all down, helping to build a timeless Sangha. Thank you for your efforts.
Kanjō. At ease, stable, steady, balanced, calm are some words I would describe you with, my brother. Busy, really busy, but seeming to always find a way to live your life in the right amounts, to do things like this, to balance a family, a practice, a marriage, an important career, and all the other things that come along. Watching you do all this reminds me to keep going. I'm proud of you, my brother.
We'll go to Deborah, but Yudo and Jotai on Zoom.
It's not John's one.
No, you're the next poem after. So next is Yudo and Jotai, and then Deborah.
Kanjō, you always came to the Zen Center with a friend in the front seat, driving for hours back and forth. Your solid practice with you wherever you go. Just this. Don't fall asleep at the wheel. Congratulations, head trainee Kanjō.
Deborah.
In this dream of the white heron, Kanjō emerges, generously manifesting the Dharma, rooted in family and balancing the fiscal scales of justice, yet you carry so much weight for our Sangha. I stand with Ananda when he says, to have companions on the great way is amazing. Surely it is an honor to know and practice with you. May your life continue to manifest with the same generosity as that with which you share the Dharma, my Dharma brother.
Mark Sheffrin. Mark.
The autumn mountains we all traverse, along pebbled streams voicing the long hoped for rains, through forests of saints stretching beyond the vanishing point, all impossibly far, all impossibly close. Yet these seasons spent on our cushions, slowly circling in our Zendo lapidaries, most sharp edges eventually smoothed, till what is left? Glittering gems found surprisingly often in the watercourse, found sitting still, tumbling our way to the sea.
Kanjō. The bellowing of the elephant seal declares it. The murmuration of the night waves declares it. The dog's bark declares it. The judge's gavel declares it. The coughing in the COVID ward declares it. Now, manifesting generosity, Kanjō has declared it. What is it? Always remember, the Dharmakaya never dies. The true man lives forever. Congratulations, Kanjō. Koshin.
Your year of so-called time, practicing doing and not doing. A year of training beyond space and time, form, function, function, form. Training tired. Baking the recipe of Zen right here, right now, and before, and after, again and again. Methinks this empty Zen cake agrees with you. And for this I congratulate you. And I am grateful.
Roshi Gyoku.
A first head trainee bravely steps forward. A forest of ancestors weaves a net of belonging. Is this a dream? Who can say what this is? A gavel is struck in San Luis Obispo. Its sound wakes the whole universe. Happiness, happiness, great happiness. Congratulations, head trainee Kanjō. Congratulations, Sensei Shogun. Congratulations, San Luis Obispo Zen Circle. Vows of gratitude to you all.
From the halls of justice to the halls of awakening. From the halls of education for Sophie to the hallways of your home with Jenny. Steadfastly manifesting generosity, caring for grandma, caring for your family, caring for your friends, caring for your employees, caring for your Sangha, caring for your practice. Congratulations, Kanjō. You made it. It's been a wild ride, huh? Not only this year, but today. Has it all been a dream? May your life go well.
May this dana be extended to all sentient beings, and may our sincere vows to accomplish the Buddha way be realized together. All Buddhas throughout space and time. All Bodhisattvas This concludes the Shuso Hossen head trainee ceremony for Jeffrey Kanjō Quest.